Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, humanity. Some time back we looked at hazardous projects and investments for future generations. Many of you have heard what you call, I'm going to base this, to base the interpretation on some of the past histories that have occurred on this planet. Less than, I think in 2011, there was a nuclear accident in a place called Fukushima in Japan. And with that, I thought that men and women would have gathered some information that these reactors are very, very nuclear, anything to do with nuclear generator, whatever. They're very, very complicated. The technology that manages these reactors is not the one that men should kind of tamper with. Because a nuclear reactor, once a nuclear reactor is assembled somewhere, it's very, very, very expensive to maintain. So with that, as I was watching the news this evening on African News, that was I think it's business report or something like that, I heard that South Africa is trying to invest in what you call a nuclear reactor in order to treat cancer patients and what have you. But people, human beings, I want you to listen to this and listen very, very carefully. A nuclear reactor of any kind, the fact that you as human beings on this planet, you don't possess the technology to be able to manage and maintain a nuclear reactor, whatever, in a country like South Africa, let alone in all African countries. If Japan can have an accident of that magnitude, whereby since 2011, the hazardous chemicals that and fumes that escaped when that accident occurred, every human being since 2011, even the planet itself, has had the effects of that nuclear reactor accident. And in every human, those who are unborn and those who are already born, there is at least 3% of radiation signatures of what came out of the Fukushima nuclear reactor when an accident happened. With that, I would advise human beings, sometimes I do send messages and say, please don't invest in hazardous projects. To date, this is what we call solar electricity, whatever. It will be very, 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 very cheap to run a solar panel plant in South Africa other than investing in a nuclear reactor. A solar panel does not emit any whatever. It does not emit any costs of the cost of maintenance are very, very minimal. But a nuclear reactor, just the water that it has to use every other whatever to be able to cool it down, let alone if it was not maintained properly in a country like South Africa, where there is lapse of financial mismanagement and this and that. These reactors are not easy, my people. I know that this message go to all African countries. Today, they are what we call the solar panel, electricity. Wherever you are in Africa, you can have access to sun, and that whatever can easily phase out this very hazardous nuclear reactor, hazardous whatever. Other than that, and when I was listening to the whatever, because I came on and the program was almost finishing, I just listened. I don't know whether there's so many disappear, but any cancer cases in anyone on this planet, These cancers occur in most cases due to irresponsibilities, recklessness and irresponsibilities. Men and women, you've got to educate yourselves, because before I go any further, I'll tell you, human beings, every living human being on this planet, you are Muslims. You are registered by the formation of your existence to come to this planet as Muslims. When you come on this planet and you put aside the religion that made the form or made you begin your life, the formation of your life to this planet, and you adopt things that you find on this planet which are kind of hazardous to your own health. On top of that, when you adopt beliefs which are contrary to life on this planet, that's when cancers occur in your body. Because every red and white blood cell in your body, the region of the cells is Islam. If you adopt anything other than what has been prescribed by holy divine law, that's when cancer or the cells in your body mutate into cancer cells. And after mutating into cancer cells, you end up having what we call cancer tumors. It may be a leukemia cancer or anything, brain cancer or breast cancer. So with that, I would advise Africans that I'm not an enemy to any of you African men and women. But your way of life, by rejecting holy divine laws that governs every man and every woman and every tree and every whatever, every drop of water on this planet. If you men turn around and say, we don't want that way, we want a way that is contradictory to the true religion of our bodies. That's I say, there's so many hurdles and diseases, very deadly diseases. And cancer does occur in a human body as a suicide note that the course on which you human beings are is contradictory to the religion that builds every muscle and tissue in your body. That's all I can say. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.